Hello everybody طلاب وطالبات الصف السادس أهلا بكم وترم جديد ودروس جديدة من دروس اللغة الإنجليزية عبر منصة البث المباشر لمحافظة الدقهلية. Let's start our session for today. We have Connect Primary 6. We have Unit 7, Amazing Artifacts, Lesson 1 and 2. We will speak about today Amazing Artifacts, قطع الأثرية مذهلة. Let's start. Unit 7, Lesson 1, A Visit to the Museum. We will listen and read. Why are Tamer and Tamara at the museum? هنبدأ نسمع المحادثة مع بعض ونبتدي نشوف التفاصيل الخاصة بها. Mr. طارق, good morning and welcome to the Museum of Ancient History. My name is Mr. طارق and I am your guide today. Tamer, good morning, Mr. طارق. I am Tamer, and this is my sister Tamara. We're students of Egyptian Eagle Primary School, and these are our parents. احنا التحية مستر طارق دخل ابتدى رحب بيهم في متحف طبعا التاريخ القديم، وعرفهم بنفسه وقال لهم ان هو يبقى المرشد بتاعهم النهارده. فطبعا تامر ابتدى يرحب بيه. Good morning Mr. طارق, I am Tamer and this is my sister Tamara. We're a student at وعرفه بالمدرسة بتاعته Egyptian Eagle Primary School and these are our parents. Tamara, we're excited to learn more about ancient Egyptian artifacts. هم طبعا عندهم شغف انه يتعلموا عن القطع الأثرية المصرية القديمة. فمستر طارق ابتدى يقول لهم great, what would you like to know? تحبوا تعرفوا ايه؟ Well, first of all, why do we have so many artifacts? ليه عندنا قطع أثرية كتير؟ مستر طارق ابتدى يجاوب. That's an interesting question. One reason is the climate. يبقى أول سبب هو المناخ. We have a hot, dry climate here in Egypt. طبعا مصر معروفة بجوها الحار والجاف، حار جاف في مصر. So artifacts aren't damaged by cold and wet weather. القطع الأثرية ما بيحصلهاش أي تأثر أو أي ممكن تلف للقطع الأثرية عن طريق ال cold and wet weather، الطقس اللي ممكن يكون بارد أو مبتل بعض شيء ما. This helps to preserve them. ده بيساعد على الحفاظ على القطع الأثرية دي. The ancient Egyptians also knew that certain materials could last a long time. That's why they built the pyramids with granite, a very hard, durable stone. طبعا المصريين القدماء أيضا عرفوا إن في قطع معينة أو مواد معينة could last ممكن تفضل وقت طويل، عشان كده هم built the pyramids with granite. بنوا بالجرانيت اللي هو يعتبر مادة صلبة جدا وبتتحمل أكتر، أو حجر من الأحجار اللي بتتحمل أكتر. تامر, that's fascinating. What other material did they use يا ترى؟ استخدموا إيه كمان؟ They used a lot of glass, which lasts forever. They also used clay, which is found close to the river Nile, to make pots. يبقى هنا كمان استخدموا الزجاج واستخدموا الطمي اللي لقوه بالقرب من نهر النيل to make pots عشان يعملوا أواني. Tamer, I also heard they used a lot of gold in Tutankhamun's tomb. Aryan gold, ذهب في مقبرة توت عنخ آمون. Yes, the ancient Egyptians liked to use gold because it's valuable. استخدموه الذهب علشان هو قيمته عالية أو ذو قيمة كبيرة. But it's also very durable. برضه بيتحمل. When they covered artifacts in gold, they kept them in good condition. طبعا حطوا طبقة من الذهب. لما بيحطوا الذهب ده بيحافظ على القطع الأثرية في ظروف كويسة جدا، ويبقى طبعا ما يحصلوش أي تلف. تامر I am happy about that. I'm excited to enjoy they made. Okay. I'm excited. They enjoyed. So Tamer said, yes. And we have here, I am happy about that. I'm excited to enjoy the things they made. Let's move to another part. We have here, we will listen to and read again. Okay, we can say these things. We have here, the first thing we have here, we can write it. We have gold. First, number 1, gold. Number 2, granite. Number 3, glass. Number 4, clay. So number 1, gold. Number 2, granite. Number 3, glass. And number 4, clay. Let's move to another part. We have here, we will listen, we say the conversation, and we will answer which option is correct. We will circle, is it A, B, C, or D? We have here Tamer and Tamara. Yes, Tamer and Tamara. We can say Tamer and Tamara go. They are parents or work at the museum or go to the Egyptian Eagle Primary School. Which answer is correct? Can think and say. We can say Tamer and Tamara go to Egyptian Eagle Primary School. Number 2, Mr. Tariq is a teacher, knows the students, works at the museum. Yes, Mr. Tariq works at the museum. Number 3, ancient Egyptians made the pyramids from, yes, from clay, granite, or gold. Yes, granite, letter B. Number 4, the Egyptian climate is good for preserving artifacts because it's too hot, or it's wet and cold, or it's hot and dry. Yes, it will be letter C. It's hot and dry. Number 5, ancient Egyptians used gold for artifacts because, yes, it doesn't last for a long time. It's valuable and durable. It makes good pots. We can say, yes, it's valuable and durable. Let's move to another part. Here are the answers. Number 1, letter C. Number 2, letter C also. Number 3, letter B. Number 4, letter C. And number 5, letter B. We have here, we work with your friend, ask and answer questions about artifacts in the pictures. What are they made of? نبتدي نشوف الصور اللي عندنا زي المثال. What's number 1? It's paper. It's made of papyrus. It's made of papyrus. So we will move to number 2. What can you see? We can say it's a, what can you see? It's a vase. It's made of glass. It's made of glass. What about number 3? Yes. What can you see? It's a statue. It's made of gold. It's made of gold. What about number 4? It's a temple. It's a temple. It's made of granite. It's made of granite. Number 5, what can you see? It's a pot. It's a pot. It's made of clay. It's made of clay. Let's move to the answers. Here are the answers. Okay, let's move to another part. We have here. We have here, look and write. We will write and use the words in the box. Listen and check. We will say the animals here. Number 1, we have here baboon. We have here baboon. What about number 2? What can you see? Yes, it's a monkey. Yes, so number 2 is a monkey. What about number 3? What can you see here? Yes, we can see rat. Yes, rat. Number 4, what can you see here? We can say, what can you see? Number 4, crocodile. Crocodile. And number 5, we have here hippo. Hippo. And number 6, we have here falcon. Falcon. What about number 7? What can you see? What is it? Yes, it's ibis. And number 8, the last one, it's a snake. It's a snake. Okay, let's move to the answers. Here are the answers. Now, let's move to another part. We have here, we will read the text on page 7, and we will answer, why were cats important in ancient Egypt to ancient Egyptian farmers? And we were in part 3, we will read again and match the headings from A to D with paragraphs from 1 to 4. Let's read. We have here, the ancient Egyptians loved animals and kept many as pets. They particularly adored cats. And there was a cat in almost every house. The ancient Egyptians believed that cats looked after them and kept them safe. They were also good pets because they cleaned themselves and kept the house free of pests like rats and snakes. احنا لو اتكلمنا ancient Egyptians المصريين حبوا الحيوانات and kept them as pets بيربيهم كحيوانات أليفة بالأخص they particularly adored كانوا بيعشقوا القطط and there was a cat in almost every house تقريبا في كل بيت فيه قطة. The ancient Egyptians believed that cats كانوا بيعتقدوا إن القطط looked after them هتعتني بيهم and kept them safe وهتخليهم في أمان. They were also good pets because they cleaned برضه هم حيوانات أليفة كويسة إن احنا نربيها لأنها they cleaned themselves and kept the house free of pests like rats and snakes. تحافظ على البيت خالي من الآفات زي rats الفئران والسنيكس التعابين. This was particularly important for farmers وده مهم جدا أيضا بالأخص للفلاحين who produced a lot of grain ينتجوا حبوب كتير. The mice والفئران didn't eat the grain مش هياكلوا الفئران مش هتاكل الحبوب دي ليه؟ لأن because the cats ate the rats طبعا لأن الكاتس بتقضي على الراتس بتاكلهم. Let's move to paragraph number 2. as well as cats. Many people kept monkeys, baboons. في بعض الناس أيضا بيربوا monkeys والبابون. Some people even kept crocodiles. في ناس بتربي تماسيح. Hippos and lions, which were dangerous. وده طبعا كلها حيوانات خطيرة and difficult to look after وصعب الاعتناء بيها. They weren't popular pets. طبعا ما كانتش مشهورة قوي ان هم بيربوا الحيوانات دي، كان الاشهر القطط. هنا paragraph number 3. Yes, they did. The ancient Egyptians loved birds too, especially falcons and the ibis. يبقى هنا كانوا بيحبوا falcons and ibises جدا. كانوا بيحبوا الصقور، بيحبوا أبو منجل، يعني هنا الشبيه بأبو إردان which represents wisdom. اللي الطيور دي بتمثل الحكمة. There were thousands of mummified ibises in Saqqara. كان في بقى آلاف من طيور أبو منجل المحنطة موجودة في سقارة alone. كلها لوحدها كده كذا أو آلاف من الطيور دي. All these pets weren't only important for ancient Egyptians' everyday life. يعني مش بس مهمة في الحياة بتاعت المصريين القدماء. They were important in afterlife. كانوا مهمين كمان بعد الحياة خالص، بعد ما يموتوا. It's therefore common to find mummified pets and statues of animals in the tombs. كان طبعا من المتعارف عليه أو موجود أكتر إن هم بيلاقوا طيور أليفة أو حيوانات أليفة متحنطة، وكمان تماثيل لحيوانات في المقابر. Today cats are still popular. دلوقتي حاليا طبعا القطط الأكثر شهرة في in Egypt كحيوانات أليفة بنربيها. Other animals that people kept today include برضو الحاجات الناس بتربيها أيضا turtles سلاحف fish and birds أسماك وطيور which are of course much smaller and easier to look after than baboon and crocodiles. طبعا هي أصغر وأسهل إن احنا نربيها عن والتماسيح. Okay, let's move to, we have here, we read the text. We read the text now. And why were cats important to ancient farmers? We can say cats are important to ancient farmers. Yes, because I give you time to think. Farmers produced a lot of grain. They needed cats to kill the rats who came to eat grain. Okay, so here is the answer. Farmers produce a lot of grain. They needed cats to kill the rats who came to eat the grain. Let's move to another part. We read the paragraphs. We will put number one, letter A. We have here, did the ancient Egyptians keep birds as pets as well? We can put السؤال ده ممكن نحطه كعنوان لأي paragraph من اللي عندنا. We can say number one with yes. What about did the ancient Egyptian kept the birds as pets? We can say letter A with paragraph number 3. Letter B. What animals are popular pets in Egypt today? We can put this title, yes, with paragraph number 4. Letter C. What other animals did the ancient Egyptians keep? What other animals did the ancient Egyptians keep? We can say letter C with number 2. Letter D. What was the ancient Egyptians' favorite animal? We can say letter D with number 1. So here are the answers. 1, letter D. 2, letter C. 3, letter A. 4, letter B. Okay, let's move to another part. We will circle all we have here. Another part. We will part 4. Yes. Look at the words in bold in the text, then match the words. هنبتدي نوصل الكلمات بالمعاني بتاعتها. Number 1, grain means seeds from plants used to make flour and bread. What about adored? Adored means loved something very much. يعشق، يحب الحاجة جدا. Number 3, so number 2 with letter E. Number 3, we have wisdom. Wisdom means, yes, letter C, using your knowledge to make good decisions. يبقى نستخدم المعرفة بتاعتنا عشان نتخذ قرارات جيدة. طبعا دي wisdom اللي هي الحكمة. So number 3 with letter C. Number 4, mummify. Mummify, yes, means to cover in oil and cloth to preserve for a long time. يبقى mummify يحنط اللي هو يغطي بالزيوت والقماش. هنا to preserve إنه احنا نحافظ على الجثة أو لمدة طويلة جدا, a long time. So last one, statue. We can say, yes, with letter A, an object made of stone or another material to look like a person or an animal. يبقى شيء مصنوع من الأحجار أو أشياء أخرى عشان يبقى شبه الشخص أو الحيوان, مجسد تجسيد ليه. So number 1 with letter D, number 2 with letter E, number 3 with letter C, and number 4 with letter B, and number 5 with letter A. Okay, let's move to another part. We will circle all the past simple tense, past verbs in the first paragraph of the text. And second one, we will look again and circle the verbs in the text. Are they regular or irregular? Okay, so if we move to paragraph number 1, we will find these are the verbs. We have in the first line, loved and kept. The second line, we have here adored and was, then believed, then look after and kept, then cleaned, kept, and then was and produced. And we have here didn't eat and ate. Okay, let's move to another part. We have here regular verbs as loved. قلنا regular verb طبعا الأفعال regular منتظمة يبقى آخرها دي أو ed أو ied. Loved, adored, believed, looked after, cleaned, produced. Irregular we have here was, kept, were, ate. لاحظ إن was جت مرتين, kept جت 3 مرات, وعندنا were, عندنا ate. Okay. Now let's move to another part. We have here the symbol past simple. هنتكلم عن الماضي البسيط. لو هنتكلم عن زمن الماضي البسيط اتفقنا ان احنا بنقسم فيه الافعال لنوعين, regular و irregular. regular يعني الافعال المنتظمة ليها قاعدة، بنضيف طبعا دي أو اي دي أو اي اي دي. عندنا القاعدة الأولانية لو الفعل آخره اي بنضيف له احنا دي، زي عندنا في المثال love loved. وفي بعض الأفعال طبعا اي دي على طول، زي على سبيل المثال need needed. لو الحرف قبل الأخير vowel أو متحرك. يعني إيه حرف متحرك؟ يعني قبل، يعني A E I O U. لو الحرف اللي قبل الأخير من دول نبتدي نضاعف الحرف الأخير، زي المثال drop dropped. لو الفعل آخره Y بنبص للحرف اللي قبلها. لو الحرف اللي قبل الواي حرف ساكن بنبتدي نحذف الواي ونحط I E D، زي try tried. يبقى قلنا لو الفعل آخره E بنضيف دي. لو افعال بقيه الافعال بنحط اي دي. طبعا مش باقي الافعال، طبعا نماذج كتير من الافعال بنضيف الاي دي. ولو الحرف قبل الاخير متحرك بنضاعف الحرف الاخير ونضيف اي دي. لو الفعل اخره واي والواي قبلها حرف ساكن بنشيل الواي ونحط اي اي دي. الافعال طبعا some irregular past simple verbs. طبعا الirregular بنحفظها طول ما بتجيلنا، طبعا تحفظ كما هي. على سبيل المثال the verb to be عندنا was were become became keep kept. عشان ننفي الفعل، لو هنا verb to be was زي ما قلنا for was and were. was تبقى wasn't، were تبقى weren't. على سبيل المثال they weren't popular pets. لو هننفي فعل رئيسي، فعل هننفيه ب didn't، يبقى بنحط didn't ونرجع الفعل لأصله. هنقول مثلا rats didn't eat the grain. rats didn't eat the grain. to make questions عشان نعمل أسئلة، طبعا في البداية لو verb to be بنستخدم was were عادي خالص. were there a lot of mummies which was their favorite animals. لو هنعمل طبعا مفيش verb to be بنستخدم did لما نسأل بهل، والفعل بيفضل معاها زي ما هو على حالته، مش بيبقى في الماضي. did the ancient Egyptians only keep. هنلاحظ keep زي ما هي في حالتها العادية، الفعل مش في الماضي. keep cats as pets. What did they feed their cats? Okay, let's move to another part. We have here complete the sentences with the past simple form. هنكمل الجمل بتاعتنا وهنعمل الصيغة، نحول الأفعال اللي قدامنا للماضي. So, number one, the ancient Egyptians loved their pets. هو حللنا أول واحدة. Number two will be the ancient Egyptian. Yes, number two, they teach their monkeys different tricks. لو عايزين نجيب الماضي من الفعل teach، طبعا teach الماضي منه irregular هيبقى taught. Number three, the crocodiles quickly become dangerous pets. The crocodile become dangerous pets. لو حبينا become نجيب منها الباست هتبقى became. So the crocodiles quickly became dangerous pets. Number four, the ibis represent wisdom. It will be represented. The ibis represented wisdom. Okay, let's move to the answers. Here are the answers. Number one, loved. Number two, taught. Number three, became. Number four, represented. Okay, let's move to another part. We have here, write a question for each sentence. يبقى عندنا جمل هنعمل بعض الأسئلة عليها. Number one, I grew up in Cairo. هنلاحظ في place في مكان، فابتدى سأل where وحط did. طبعا ورا أداة الاستفهام دايما هنلاقي did. Where did you grow up؟ ورجع الفعل لأصله تاني. Number two, I was a student at the local school. If we want to make a question, we can say I was a student at the local school. We can say, what school were you in? What school were you in? Number 3, at university, I studied math. At university, I studied math. We can say, what did you study at university? What did you study at university? Number 4, after university, I became a teacher. After university, I became a teacher. We can say, yes. What did you become after university? What did you become after university? Okay, let's move to another part. We have here, we will make the sentence negative. جمل هنبتدي اوكي نحولها للنيجاتيف. الجمل اللي كانت قدامنا من شوية هنبتدي change into negative. I was a student at the local school. We can say yes. Number 1. وحللها لنا. Number 2. So it will be I wasn't a student. I wasn't a student at local school. Number 3. At university, I studied math. We can say at university I didn't ونرجع الفعل الأصل تاني study math. Number 4. After university, I became a teacher. You can say yes. After university, I didn't become a teacher. I didn't become a teacher. Okay, here are the answers. Let's move to another part. We have here work in pairs. We will say 4 sentences about yourself, two true and 2 false. يبقى احنا هنشتغل مع بعض اللعبة بتاعتنا دي. كل واحد هيطلع ويقول جملتين صح عن نفسه وجملتين غلط، ونبتدي guess نخمن كده هل هي الجمل دي ايه اللي صح فيها وايه اللي غلط فيها. We have here I grew up in Alexandria مثلا، فهو لو المعلومة خاطئة يقولوا you didn't grow up. طبعا بتدي ينفيها له you didn't grow up in Alexandria, you grew up in Cairo. We can play this game. Okay, let's move to another part. We have here, we read the dialogue below. Who had a good weekend? If we speak about, we will find that. Let's read the dialogue. We will complete the dialogue and we will answer the question. We have here, hi Nisma, did you have a nice weekend? We can complete the dialogue. Hi Mayar, yes I did. Yes I did. I went to Al Azhar Park with my family. Number 3, what? Maya said, what? Yes, what did you do there? Number 4, Nisma, we had a picnic, then we went on a boat ride. It was great. Yes, we can write was. It was great. Number 6, we can put did. Did you go hiking? Nisma, no, we didn't. We wanted to, but it started to rain. And number 7, did you have a good time? Did you? And number 7 will be did, and number 8 will be have. Did you have a good time at a good weekend? Yes. Did you have a good weekend? No, I didn't. We'll put didn't. We'll put didn't. No, I didn't. I fell over and hurt my leg, my arm. So I stayed in bed the whole time. I stayed in bed the whole time. Here are the answers. Okay, let's move to another part. So we can say, read the dialogue, and who had a good time? We can say that Nisma had a good time because she went to Al Azhar Park and had a picnic with her family. Okay, now we will work in pairs. هنبتدي نكتب 8 questions and answers about the text. هنكتب مع بعض، هنكتب 8 أسئلة وإجابات عن page 7، عن اللي شفناه أو اللي قريناه مع بعض في page 7. ونبتدي to make a quiz. Okay، نعمل ال8 أسئلة مع بعض، أجوبة أسئلة وأجوبة. Let's say it. We can say also we will work in pairs, take turn to ask and answer your quizzes following these instructions. Okay. If the other pair answer correctly, they got 1 point. لو الإجابات other pairs answers correctly، الإجابات مع بعض صح، get 1 point. If they can't answer the question، لو ما يقدرش يجاوبوا الأسئلة you get 1. احنا هنا if the other pair answers، لو كل إجابتين هنا correctly they get 1 mark. If they can't answer the question you can get 1 point. ناخد منهم نقطة. The pair will win the most points. أكتر طبعا نقط هو اللي بيكسب. لو جينا نتكلم عن بعض الأسئلة. What did the ancient Egyptians love? We can say they loved animals. What did they absolutely adore? They absolutely adore cats. Why were cats good pets? We can say because they cleaned themselves and kept the house free of pests. And another question we have here, why were cats important for farmers? Because they ate the rats that ate the grain. And last question we have here, what other pets did they keep? They kept monkeys and baboons. Okay. Finally, I'd like to thank you all. See you next session إن شاء الله. نشوفكم next week الأسبوع القادم. I'd like to say goodbye.